to From the Porch. I'm Shannon Berkelback, and I'm here with my friend Lisa Marburger from Chat and Curl. We're sitting on her porch here at Chat and Curl, and just kind of wanted to sit down with my neighbor and ask some questions and get to know our community. So, Lisa, how long first has your family been in Waller?
59 years, and first of all, it's Sanders now that I'm married.
When you've known somebody so long, it's really hard to not call them by what you knew them from high school.
Yes.
So Lisa Sanders.
No, my parents have been here 59 years. I've been here 53 years as of Thursday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And then me and Mark have been married 32 years this June.
Which is awesome.
Yep. So, and I have 2 kids, twins. They're 27, and my daughter had a grandbaby. She's fixing to be a year, and so we've been here quite a while.
And what's kind of why I thought about interviewing you too is just thinking about Waller. It's 3 generations of hair cutting.
Yes.
Right.
I've been doing it 34 years now. My daughter's been doing it now, I think, going on 9 years with me. Mm-hmm. My mom retired from it. We started in a little building across the street. Now we've been here 34 years.
I know. I was having memories of that. We were very close to the Sonic here, and in high school, after school, that's where we were. So this is part of the circling route to come through the back way to Sonic, and then you go out the front way, which that's changed now. As Waller has grown, now Sonic is no longer here.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of people that drive by, and they'll say, we didn't even know this was here, and we've lived here for 20, 30 years, and I guess they don't drive all the roads in town like
not when you did in high school with going to Sonic, so it's just different now. So.
Right.
So what is it about Waller that made you stay?
Well, I guess because, it's home. It's comfortable. It's, everybody. Well, I say we used to know everybody. You used to go in the stores, you used to go through town or post office, you knew everybody, or they'd sit out in the yard, everybody waved to you, but now, not so much, but it's still that hometown feel.
And I think you have that more than most people because of the salon. People come and chat as you were doing their hair, and you keep connected because of that. So I kind of thought about starting with this as my first podcast for the community because you are so connected to the community. A lot of people aren't. Me personally, with my horse business, I kind of have my community of people, and it kind of can get stuck there. And you do see people in the grocery store still and say hi, but it's kind of quick. It's like, how are you? Fine. And they just walk on. So how is it, with how you get to be a little bit longer with somebody in your chair, staying connected? Yeah.
You get to know everybody on a very personal level, and
maybe too much.
Yeah. And even though it's really nice because you've known them for so long, or now I have a lot that, I've done for the 34 years. And so they are like family, and, but it's nice.
What do you think that they need from you, just thinking about your clients, to kind of be, what do they enjoy about it?
Oh, I think it's, it's nice to come and get pampered and visit, and, it's some of it too is just to come talk, have somebody to talk to or just visit with. And, a lot of people are going through same things. And so it's good to just kind of hear what they've got going on and you've got going on, and, or just knowing the memories that they've had from different things back in time, and what's going on now with new things. So
I feel like through high school, sometimes I was looking through your books the other day because I'm planning our reunion. We're fixing to have our 35th reunion, and the 30th got messed up because of COVID, so we're going to make a big 35. But I was going through your books, and a lot of people were just talking about wanting to leave Waller. They're like trying to get out of this small town, but there's so many good things about the small town that you do have people that will take care of you. They see that you have an issue when you break down in the grocery store. They're going to have jumper cables and be there to help you and know you by name already. It's not just asking a stranger.
A lot, like we have people that come, a lot of out-of-towners, or they've heard from us, from other people, and just, they'll come in. And we've had one where a young girl came, and she actually just pulled up. She was supposed to go to the tire shop behind us, and she happened to pull up into our beauty shop. And so, of course, with us knowing everyone here in town, we called the wrecker service, and Don Laurel, and he come over here and got her taken care of real quick. You just can't do that anywhere. Like where you can just call them up, need help, and they're here.
You already have them on speed dial.
Yeah.
You have them in your phone.
So, I mean, it's really nice that you can just call somebody and for anything, and they'll drop everything and come.
So what are your concerns as, Waller is just growing so quick, Houston is coming to get us. What are your concerns about how that's going to change things?
Well, I mean, with the growth, it's always, you got all different kind of things coming out. It's good for growth, but then it kind of takes that little hometown feel out, It kind of, the traffic gets worse around here.
Definitely.
Who would have thought you'd have a traffic jam out there at Arlen's trying to get on? But
I know. I can't get out of Tractor Supply.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that, I can tell that the businesses our business is growing more, just people coming in. But I think when people come out here, it's the ones that are wanting to leave and get out there, wanting to get back to that small town again. It's just that, I guess, getting bigger, it's not the same. And so, how people don't like change, so it's...
Yes. And I do see a lot of people coming back to Waller.
Yeah.
When they decide they're ready to raise their family and they are wanting to come more to the country.
Well, that's what I had a lot that started with me, and then I've had several that have left because they've either moved off, but then when they come back to town, because they're kind of coming back to want to be, I guess, back home or whatever, then they come back to the shop. So that's nice, because it's like, even though they leave, they don't forget about you. They come back when they get here, and then they're happy, because it's like, oh my God, I just love this, just getting back to downtime,
Right.
So.
And I feel like your business is one of the ones that will anchor community, just because of the fact that you slow down enough to talk.
Well, and a lot of people, they don't, with the hustle and bustle, they know that when they come here, it's just relaxing, they can chill, it's not a fast pace, and we do like to talk, so it's sometimes that 30 minutes turns into an hour and a half or whatever, but that's what I like, to take time with them and visit. And so.
What are some other ways that you stay connected in the community?
Well, they have a lot of, I like to volunteer doing things when I can. They have a lot of things that going on. They used to have a lot of fundraisers here and there back in the day. Now not so much, and I guess it's maybe because it's just the hustle and bustle. Or, they used to have like the fire department fundraiser. Everybody would get up, get down there early to get the stuff cooking, and have to have it ready by a certain time. And that was always fun. But
well, I know how we reconnected, so I kind of want to talk about that.
Oh yeah,
because we hadn't hung out or anything in a long time. I mean, you cut my husband's hair, but so tell them what else we do and how we stay connected with our community.
With the pickleball?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been having a great time playing pickleball. A lot of ladies in the community play with us.
And your daughter, Hannah.
And Hannah.
And actually, Sage was playing with Hannah and beat me. They did win. She's holding the baby and beat me.
Yeah. That's been a good time, and have been fun activities for the ladies.
It's nice just to be able to just play pickleball and laugh, and it's just relaxing.
Well, and you get to know other people, and
and their competitiveness.
Yes.
And their aggressiveness.
Yes.
Slamma Jamma. We have some nicknames for everybody that plays on the pickleball team.
True that.
So it's good just to have some of that stuff that's maybe not so serious sometimes.
Right.
Any other thoughts that you would want to share with the community of why we love Waller? Why they should be part of our community, how to get connected?
I guess it's just, you got to get out and about, you know, you got to visit with people, you got to talk to people, and, you know.
It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Support your local businesses,
Yes,
you know.
definitely.
Go in and just kind of, I guess, I don't want to say invite yourself, but just kind of, you know, introduce yourself to everybody when you go into town, which I don't have a problem with that, but
I know you don't.
you know, it's kind of when you go somewhere else out of town, you always like, you know, somebody. I always run into somebody, and that's what my husband always say. How do we go somewhere and you know everybody, every time there's somebody you're going to run into? Well, you know. But it's like talking, you know, you just got to visit with people,
Right.
and ask them their, you know, concerns, and they'll let you know.
You have to just really slow them down and really get them to answer your question instead of just saying, how are you? Fine.
Well, and that's how it used to be. It used to be, I remember we used to ride around town in the afternoons when we get home from school, Mom and Dad, and I'd usually ride in the back of the truck when you could do that. And we'd ride around town, and everybody would be sitting out in their yard, and you could just visit. We'd stop off at just here and there, visit a little bit, and then we'd still be back home to have dinner at a reasonable time and get to bed. Now it's like rush, 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 rush.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we were talking about, you know, nobody sits on their porch, their front porch anymore, and just gets to know each other. Everybody's kind of more on their back porch in privacy mode, if they are even having time to sit and have a glass of tea.
Oh, yeah.
So you're the inspiration for me calling this From the Porch, just thinking about that we're missing that in our community. The time on the porch, just to slow down. So
yeah.
Thank you for slowing down with me.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you guys for listening and sharing with your friends.